And I don't know if I've ever talked about this publicly, but I think it was that summer in 2015, I went to a clinic, what do you call it, inpatient clinic, to just figure it out, because I would look around me and I had a successful job and career and this and that, and I still would just, I'd just get alone and cry, like I just was just sad. And I was like, this isn't making any sense. Look into this. And I grew up in San Antonio. It was like, through no fault of my parents or my teachers or my coaches or my friends or whatever, it was sort of like, put some Windex on it and toughen up. Yeah. And I got good at that. You know what I mean? I got good at that I got good at doing that on the surface. But there was still a lot going on kind of in my head. And I got to a point where I was having a lot of, like, this is kind of, whatever. I got to a point where there was like a lot of suicidal ideation seeping in there. Yeah. And I don't remember exactly the relationship of when the Always Keep Fighting campaign started, but I think the idea was that, it's tough. And so I guess part of me was wired to kind of think like, hey, everything's gonna work always, and so when something didn't work, I let it be so hard, but I was like, oh, it'll fix itself. And soon enough, I think Always Keep Fighting was kind of my motto to myself, that like, hey, grab the oar and start rowing the boat. Like sometimes the current isn't just going to put you in a place where you're happy and healthy. And there's a saying that, there's no feeling is final. But one of my probably my favorite saying is, pain is mandatory, suffering is optional. And so I think a lot of people hope that it'll go away. I think what my message to myself was, and by virtue of being public about it, my, I guess, opinion to others, was that it's fucking painful, and it's going to be painful. It's going to be painful. You don't have to let it make you suffer, but you can fight against it. Like, take action, as opposed to just being a bystander or something. And so that's kind of the way that started.